We've got a new week's worth of comics, variants, trade paperbacks, and hardcovers all releasing on June 18th, 2025, along with the return to a world unlike our world, a dimension different than our dimension, a dimension known as the Twilight Zone. Let's talk about it all right here on the cover story. Starting off with this week's news, we're going to kick things off with the return of none other than Danny Rand, who's making sure that the Immortal part of the title, Immortal Iron Fist, is definitely put into the forefront, as we're seeing him now return from the dead, spearheaded by creators Jason Liu and Fran Galan. This new book, Immortal Iron Fist, is set to kick off in September of 2025 and goes to show that you can't keep a good Iron Fist down. The solicit reads as, "The Book of the Iron Fist declares that every Iron Fist will die at the age of 33. But who created this false prophecy? Danny Rand was killed, but can you truly kill an immortal Iron Fist? Learn the truth about the legacy of the Iron Fist as Danny Rand rises once more to snuff out those who threatened the legacy before Danny's time runs out." Again, this is set to drop in September 2025. It looks like Patton Oswalt and Jordan Blum have both been selected to be comic book store ambassadors for this year's local comic book store day. Set to kick off in September of this year, local comic book day really shines a spotlight on the things that we as comic book collectors love so much, our local LCS. This is going to be a great program here, especially with these two individuals who have been real advocates for the medium of comic books and what they mean to all of us here. So I really love that these people were chosen who have a very, very clear love for comic books and push that forward here, whether it's through their own love for the medium or with their Hollywood connections as well. This is a really great opportunity to really kind of show what comic books mean to all of us here, and with those two spearheading it, I'm sure that there's going to be great results. Over at DC, they have greenlit a new animated project, Mr. Miracle. This project is actually going to be heavily influenced by the Tom King and Mitch Gerard's run of Mr. Miracle that came out through the DC Black Label imprint, and the best part about this is that those two creators, the writer and the artist, are going to be heavily involved with the creation of this animated project. This goes to show the level of love and care that DC puts behind every single animated project that they've had, whether it be the Batman Year One, their reinterpretation of the Watchmen project. Everything that they seem to put out in the animation realm really has a great sense of love and care for the actual property that influenced it and, made it happen to begin with. So color me excited for this. I think that the creative team and the influence on this is going to make this a surefire hit. And hey, maybe this makes the New Gods a household name. And finally, IDW is planning on bringing back none other than the Twilight Zone. This is going to be tackled by none other than Dan Waters with Morgan Beam, and they plan on having a plethora of artistic talent that's going to be tackling this new anthology series. They have talent such as Tom Scioli on here, James Stokoe is going to be helping out as well, and the best part about this is that it's the Twilight Zone, so they're going to be putting this in black and white to really homage and emulate the feelings that you had of the TV show when it was coming out. This just seems like it's ripe for the picking here, with great properties like EC coming back at Oni Comics and horror really having like this really great foothold in the medium of comic books. This just makes perfect sense. I'm really excited with the level of talent that's going to be behind this. I think that with it being an anthology, this is really going to be something special here. I can't wait for it. This is scheduled to drop in September. Moving over to the comics that I plan on picking up and reviewing this Wednesday, we're going to kick things off with Absolute Flash number 4, written by Jeff Lemire with artwork by A.L. Kaplan. Aliens vs. Avengers number 4, written by Jonathan Hickman with artwork by Asad Ribic. The Amazing Spider-Man number 6, written by Joe Kelly with artwork by John Romita Jr. Batman and Robin Year 1 number 8, written by Mark Waid with artwork by Chris Samney. Exquisite Corpses number 2, written by James Tynion IV with artwork by Michael Walsh. Invincible Universe Battle Beast number 2, written by Robert Kirkman with artwork by Ryan Otley. Iron Man number 9, written by Spencer Aukerman with artwork by Julius Ota. The New Gods number 7, written by Ram V with artwork by Evan Cagle. Phantom Road number 13, written by Jeff Lemire with artwork by Gabriel Hernandez Walta. Superman Unlimited number 2, written by Dan Slott with artwork by Raphael Albuquerque. The Ultimates number 13, written by Dennis Camp with artwork by Juan Frigeri. Vanishing Point number 2, written by Mark Russell with artwork by Juan Doe. Wonder Woman number 22, written by Tom King with artwork by Caitlin Yarsky. And finally, Zatanna number 5, written and drawn by Jamal Campbell. Let's take a look at variant covers I'm interested in this week, starting off with Batman and Robin Year 1 number 8, cover C by Doc Shaner. Bring on the Bad Guys Doom number 1, the Mike McCone variants. Catwoman number 77, cover C by Dan Panosian. Detective Comics 1098, cover E, the Ashley Wood 1 in 25 variants. Exquisite Corpses number 2, cover D, the Tula Lotte variants. Nightwing number 127, cover B by Jorge Fornes. Superman Unlimited number 2, cover F by Ashley Wood, the 1 in 50 variants. And finally, Zatanna number 5, cover C by Sebastian Fiumara. For trade paperbacks and hardcovers, we're going to start off with Batwoman Elegy, the DC Compact Comics Edition trade paperback. Birds of Prey Volume 3, Bird Uncover trade paperback. The new printing of Criminal Volume 7, Wrong Place, Wrong Time trade paperback. The Savage Sword of Conan Volume 2 trade paperback. And finally, Where Monsters Lie Volume 2 Cul-de-sac trade paperback. So that's what I'm going to be picking up and what's got me excited, but I'm more curious, what are you looking out for and what do you plan on picking up? Do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe and be part of the panel. Leave me a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you next week.